Being a transgender non-binary person who doesn't conform to androgyny can be really isolating sometimes. Okay, so I have a story. So every semester there seems to be always one professor that just insists that they must read my dead name. And the answer is no. If you read out my dead name, I am not going to respond for attendance. I will not respond. I will not acknowledge that you said anything. I will straight up sit there and ignore you because that's not my name. And I will not respond to that, especially in a group of my peers. But the isolation part comes whenever I tell a professor hey, this is not my name, I will not be responding to them. And their response is I understand that, but just make it easier for me and respond to it. No. It is not my job as a transgender non-binary person to be single-handedly tackling gender norms. No. It's not my fault the school won't change my name. It's not my fault the school does not have protocol for transgender people. I spend every single day of my life minimizing my gender for the sake of people around me. The literal bare minimum is to say my name. I refuse to answer to anything beyond that. The parchment paper platoon is once again demonstrating their inability to think critically. It's gonna be a fun day for my comment sections now, isn't it? Anyway, Cupid.
All right, guys. So we got to talk about this TikTok that I stumbled across that I think really is an example of why Scott Adams was mostly right in his infamous racist rant, right? Where he said white people should get away from black people. But if you actually listen to his reasoning behind why he said what he said, he cited a poll that has been heavily criticized that allegedly states that, black people, or 50%, almost half of black people, either don't think it's okay to be white or don't know if it's okay to be white. Okay. And, Scott Adams went on to use that poll and some of his other personal experiences, as a white man, right, who it seems to me that he has been around black people in his life. He claims he was trying to help black people or whatever. He says, look, I don't get anything out of this, right? I don't get anything out of actually helping black people, being around black people anymore. This is what he said.
So if nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me, according to this poll, that's a hate group. That's a hate group. And I don't want to have anything to do with them. And I would say, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the fuck away. Wherever you have to go, just get away. Because there's no fixing this. This can't be fixed. Right? This can't be fixed. You just have to escape. So that's what I did. I went to a neighborhood where, I have a very low black population. So I think it makes no sense whatsoever as a white citizen of America to try to help black citizens anymore. It doesn't make sense. It's no longer a rational impulse. And so I'm gonna back off from being helpful to black America because it doesn't seem like it pays off. Like I've been doing it all my life, and the only outcome is I get called a racist. That's the only outcome. It makes no sense to help black Americans if you're white. It's over.
So a part of Scott Adams's rant that I want you guys to focus on is the part where he says there's no good outcome, or there's no outcome, right, outside of being called racist. In this video right here that I'm going to play for you guys from this woke TikToker who you guys saw at the beginning of this video, I think in my opinion kind of proves Scott Adams was right, at least about some part of his rant, in the sense that no matter what you do as a white person, you're racist. And you're going to be racist because inherently being white makes you racist.
I'm feeling spicy, so here's my hot take of the day. All white people are racist. Every single last one of them, all of them are racist. And I don't mean that to say every single individual white person, if I talk to you, you would have some kind of racist ideology. I'm saying that as a white person, you uphold a system of racism by literally just being white. I believe if you're not spending your literal entire life dismantling racism, then you're contributing to its continuation. And people get so whenever I say people are racist, why is it such a big fucking deal? Yes, you're racist. Okay, we've established that. Now what are you gonna do to change it? Racism refers to power and race. If you are the powerful race in a society, then you're fucking racist. Like, I just don't understand why it's so taboo. Let's talk about it. Let's accept it so that we can work towards changing it. We're never gonna get anywhere if people won't just fucking acknowledge it in the first place.
Yeah, so according to this person, if you're white, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how you live your life, you're racist. Okay, you're racist because you are white and because the system is, I guess, controlled by white people, right? If you're white, no matter what part or aspect of society you were born into, again, you're racist because you uphold that system. I'm assuming that system would be white supremacy. Now, again, if you said these things about a certain religion of people, claiming that they run everything, they have all power and control, you would be banned from the internet, right? But apparently you can say about white people, and that's totally fine, okay? If you make these broad, sweeping generalizations about people based off the color of their skin, again, typically we would say that, hey, that's racist. But in this case right here, no, okay, not racist. Not anything that we need to be concerned about. I mean, Scott Adams, he was offered a re-education by the ADL for his comments that he made.
Jonathan Greenblatt, I believe, could you give me a fact check on this? Doesn't he get paid to complain about stuff like this? If you get paid to look for injustice, how much are you going to find? It's like somebody who's a ghost hunter. All right, I'm going to pay you to find ghosts. How many did you find? Well, are you paying me by the ghost? Yes, I am. I found quite a few. Ghosts. So Jonathan Greenblatt, who gets paid to find ghosts, he found some ghosts. Good job. And he would like to have me apologize for what I don't know. And then he would have me re-educated. Do you believe that I need to be re-educated? And what exactly would they tell me? Would the re-education say you should move closer to people who don't like you? Is that what the education would be? It's a good strategy in life if you know there's a demographic group that has been poisoned by the media to be primed not to like you. Should you move close to them? Well, I think the re-education would say that I should. So I'd like to know more about the re-education, if somebody can find that out. Would it be teaching me that you should spend more time with the people who have been primed to dislike you and think you're the problem?
Where was the lie, right? Where was the lie? That logically makes sense. But what the wokes want you to do, they don't want you to use logic and reasoning. That's racist, right? Logic is racist, okay? Because, again, as a black person, I wouldn't want to move close to or live close to a real actual white supremacist, right? Somebody who actually really does not like black people, okay? Or thinks that, it's not okay for me to exist or doesn't know it's okay for me to exist. I wouldn't want to live close to that person. Now, I can say that as a black person, hey, I don't want to live close to white people that hate me. And nobody seems to find that controversial. It's not controversial at all, right? That's just logic, okay? Oh, man, use your common sense. But if a white person says, hey, I don't want to live close to black people who hate me, that's racism, right? And you must be re-educated to go against logic and reason, right? To go against self-preservation. This is what they're trying to re-educate white people on, to not act in a way that is good for your own self-preservation. It blows my mind. It really does. Okay, and as you saw in that video, this is an example of a brainwashed individual who's probably been brainwashed by social media, the liberal media, college, wherever, right, to believe that all white people are racist. Okay, even though she's half white. She looks half white. She's definitely not full black. She definitely got some Caucasian in her. Wouldn't be surprised if she's mostly Caucasian. But again, because, the left is racist, apparently it's the one drop rule, right, with modern day Negroes, in the sense that, if you just have one drop of Negro blood, then you're black, right? You're black. Again, which apparently, again, that was racist, okay? That was a racist to just assume that you're black because you have some black in you. You definitely have white in you, okay? You're definitely probably at least half Caucasian why do you hate yourself, right? Are you half as racist? Okay. Are you inherently racist because you're half white? I have so many questions. But the reality is that type of rhetoric is commonplace on the left. What she's saying on the left, the idea that all white people are racist, either consciously or subconsciously, and they must participate in so-called anti-racism, aka racism against themselves, discriminate against themselves, in order to maybe not be called racist, but they will still be called racist anyways because you're white, right? Again, why would anybody, logically speaking, try to reason with people who think like that? Again, this is a commonplace belief on the left, right? This is like par for the course in terms of what they believe. This is leftist ideology here. So again, why would you want to live close to people who believe that no matter what you do, even you go out your way to help them, you worship at the woke altar, right? And you dedicate your life to, fighting white supremacy, but because you're white, you're still racist. We still really don't like you like that. Why help? Why try to live near those people? Again, that just makes sense logically. That just makes sense from a evolutionary perspective of self-preservation. So again, rhetoric like this, which apparently doesn't require re-education, it proves Scott Adams right, right? You're proving him right. You're saying, oh, this dude is not, being racist. He's actually just stating what his reality is, right? A reality that the left tells you is that, we don't really like these people like that, right? You're all racist. We don't like you, no matter what you do, right? Just because you're white. Amazing. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.